What's up, people? Andy Trendy here. Going to be doing a quick preview of my story, The Manipulators. This isn't all of it. This is just going to be part one. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you don't like it. Tell me what you think I should change. Whatever. This is going to be a rough draft. I'm reading the story just slightly a little bit sick, so I might be coughing here and there. Please excuse it. But without further ado, let's start on to the story. This world is a grimy one. Cop sirens flare in the back as I ash my cigarette in the cold winter night and quickly pulling it back up to my lips for another pull of the cancer that I've become addicted to. Some of us just can't help what we become. Me? I'm just an average Joe involved in a few underhanded deals. Come on, James. I stood up, dusting the ashes in the snow, which honestly became to look the same at this part. I followed my close friend Maul into a dank alley next to an old bar that few even frequents these days. I honestly don't know why his criminal-minded picked the most shittiest places to make these nefarious deals. Trash cans cluttered on the ground, newspaper from what seems like decades ago scattered here and there. And I'm almost certain there's a generation of rats here. Hell, that's how life is in Detroit City sometimes. You got the shit or what? Yells some shady character stepping onto a blinking old light from the bar. Yeah, you got the money? Maul replies as he throws the bag on the ground, giving me the head nod. Click clack sounds instantly goes off. I'm thinking in my head, but do I run? Or do I see what the fuck do they do? What the fuck is this? Yells Maul. Call it a friendly gesture, but don't worry about that. We'll pay for your funeral. Billy, give him the old silent treatment. Three guys approach us from behind and begin pumping lead into us shot after shot after shot. He signals them off once our bodies drop, walking over to me. Oh, by the way, you got a cig? I'm pretty sure you don't need those, he says jokingly, taking the pack of squares out of my pocket as he lights it up, walking away into the night. As I lay there bleeding for hours and minutes or so, I presumed I was surely dead, but I wasn't getting any closer to the pearly gates. Maul, I call out, looking at his disfigured face laying in a pool of leaking red goo from afar. Red goo that was dripping from a barrel afar. This goo had been poured all over to me and seemed to be rapidly healing us. This goo wasn't any kind of goo. It was almost moving parts and particles of itself that we just didn't seem to notice. Maul's face began to rapidly repair itself. Maul rolls over laughing. What the fuck? I reply to myself as we look over to see the skid marks from the tires show that the guys had long since left. Maul looks around as he stands up. So why the fuck are we not dead? He says, looking around for the bullets that hit us. I point over to the red dripping goo from the barrel as the door from the bar swings open. Oh no. Yo, Tommy, get out here. A well-fit man instantly flies out of the door with a dark Caesar, fair skin, draped in fancy jewelry, and a trench coat. You guys come in here? He says with a nonchalant voice. Hell, we just gotten shot, killed, healed. I figured, why not? The stuff you guys fell in is known as symbiote nanites, he says, walking us back to the room. It increases the physical enhancements, and thanks to you guys, we now know it gives superior healing, but just one thing I would like to know is, what the fuck were you guys doing behind my bar messing in my shit? Drug deal going wrong, I say. More like going right, Maul says, looking at his chubby body begin to morph into a physical specimen. Here's the thing, Tommy says. Those nanites were meant for a special person. Not you two dickheads. But since you already had your way with it, how about we work out a deal? And just what the fuck is in it for us, yells Maul. Well, you just kind of stole my product. So in a way, I kind of regave life to you. All you have to do is use those particular enhancements of yours and help me out. Just as he says this, scrolling down 1 second. Alright, all you have to do is use those physical enhancements of yours and help me out. Just as he says this, an insane amount of pain seems to follow me and Maul as we both clench our stomachs, fall into the floor until we blacked out. We wake up hours later, hooked up to a table and a machine monitoring us in several strange faces. Our t-shirts have been torn off, and bullet holes in our chests are now filled with red moving particles, which I'm guessing is a part of the symbiote nanites. The door opens slow as Tommy walks in with a guy who could double for Max Payne's twin, holding a large axe. Yeah, these are the guys, as he dashes as fast as almost our eyes can see, swinging an axe, cutting the air particles themselves. Before we knew it, I dashed out of the way with speed so quickly a mini dust devil formed in the room, with minute black holes that fizzle without an eye's notice. What the fuck, Tommy? Mara screams. Tommy laughs. Yeah, you guys will do just fine. Need to be just a bit faster, the axe-wielding man yells, extending his hand out for a handshake. Reluctantly, we both shake his hand as he pulls me in for a hug. The brothers in combat, he orders in an Irish accent. You see, the guys that attacked you, Tommy utters, walking towards us with a tablet showing footage of the incident. These aren't just any guys. These are black dragons. Black what? I reply. Niggas, Mom snarks out laughing. Dragons. They deal with different levels of crime. They themselves are an underground syndicate that manipulate events in the shadows. Essentially, what we're talking about here is a real-life Illuminati. You hear that, Marl? One day common criminals, next day solid fucking heroes. Amen to that, brother, says Marl. Well, I'm going to need for you guys to come inside of the training facility so we can test exactly what the limits of your powers are. With all due respect, what was it, Tommy? But I have other shit to do than to be your test monkey, so it's just going to be a while, I said. Well, as I said, it's just a simple test to see what you can do, and maybe some briefing on the Black Dragons if you wanted to know. Okay, so how about this? Tell us a little about the dragons, and we'll merrily be on our way, and come back tomorrow on our decisions. Decisions, the jolly Irishman replied. You think you have a decision, do you? He leans forward, revealing to us his saber eyes, stroking his long ginger beard. Let me tell you something about being part of the Nin and missionary. It isn't a decision for you to make. It is for us. Well, that is, unless you need further negotiations with my axe. He plants his axe into the ground. Okay, so you want to fight two immortals just because they may or may not join you? Okay, I got it. Do you know who I am, Boyle? I am Mar Ellison, the judge of Valhalla, and I'm here to let you know nothing is immortal, as he firmly places his axe even further into the ground. Okay, so we have a sort of Grim Reaper demigod here, and you need our help with what? I squelch. Okay, shut the fuck up, please. A dark-haired woman draped in material so black light couldn't escape the threads, with hair long covering one eye and a piercing red eye revealed on the other side. Oh ho ho ho! And you may be? Maul snarks. I go by the name Tola of the Ancient Dark. Enough of the introductions. We have busy work to do. Just then, we were vacuumed into a black pit of abyss. As quick as we could notice was as quick as we were in the facility. With technological advances only one could see in the mind of a mad scientist. The room was in alizarin crimson, screens of data only distinguished by neon signs, which more looked like rune words than actual data. The room spread from each direction, almost endlessly, until the long crimson swallowed it whole in darkness. I look over to Maul's face to check for his expression. Usually Maul could never miss a chance for a wise crack, I thought, but this time he was actually quite— Holy fuck, Maul yells. Hello, 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 he rips off. May I just ask, what, where, and how the hell are we here? I say. See, boys, these world of criminals, isn't just average Joes. These are black dragons. They're every bit as stacked as we are, and then some. Unlike us, they don't require standards. If you're willing to serve the Minerva family, they're willing to put you to use, leaving us with a lot less quantity, but a lot more quality. Maul looks around. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't help but to notice we're just a bit fucking outnumbered. Yes, Maul, is it? Well, this isn't all of our forces. Our numbers are a bit into the hundreds, while there are surely hundreds of thousands of the Black Dragons. But never you worry, the Minerva family that rule the Black Dragons aren't stupid enough to have loads of unorganized criminals running loose. As far as we know, all their members are bound by contracts and quite literally are unable to disobey a direct order. Not as though they want to, Mar adds. The Minerva family are as old as the planet time itself. They are those who you humans refer to as demons, Tola says. In the beginning of time, there has never been light without dark, good without evil. One simply cannot be defined without the other. So let me get this right. You want us to common fucking criminals to join your righteous side of light? Doesn't that sound a tad redundant? You're not a criminal by default. You're a criminal by circumstances, Tommy utters. Chances, huh? I reply, chances. Maybe we were chosen to right the wrong from our circumstances, as you said. I think I would still like to know what happened next. But I'm in on your offer to test my abilities. I wouldn't mind knowing just what exactly I could do. How about you, Mom? What the fuck? Why not? Tekka, on, Tommy replies. The room instantly went ablaze with lights and a neon room world technology spun into screens and other stat testing equipment. Tekka, target human A2 and A3. Holographic dimensional targeting systems hovered over us instantly. Mars stood completely still. Me, on the other hand, well, I was dancing like I had ants on my ass, flash stepping as hard as I could to get the targets off of me. Possible scan required. A voice replies robotically. There are thousands of possibilities, ranging from strength, dexterity, body molding, cellular manipulation, hair growth, skin hardening. The voice had gone on for so long, even Maul had enough. Hey, voice! Shut the fuck up! Maul screams. I got your summary right here. If we will it with our bodies, it shall be, I say. Interesting indeed, Tola says, walking circles around us. I'd like for you guys to stay here if you must go out. Use your body more if you know, whatever. Do not bring unwanted attention to yourself. I'm not the only thing that creeps in the shadows, she says, smiling. Serious guys, black dragons are almost omnipotent, especially in Detroit. Don't go around being boisterous idiots. They'll swarm you and introduce you to torture you've never heard of. Just being truthful. It's not just regular torment they'll do. They'll do something weird like make your nose itch and remove your arms, laugh Mark. What the fuck? Tommy says. Yeah, I don't know, Mitt. I'm just saying something I personally hate to happen to me. Okay, well that's all fine and dandy, but how do we sleep, here? Maul says, signaling around to the vast nothingness. It's not exactly here, Tommy says. I got a bad feeling about this, says Maul. Instantly, the black portal vacuumed us up again, and as surely as we seen it was as surely as we were there. Ah! Maul says, landing flat on his ass. Oh wait, that don't hurt any longer. Haha. We're in front of an old building in Detroit, in a part of the city that had long since been abandoned since the Gear Wars. Green smog lightly patted the air. The dead mechs from hundreds of years ago lay in a graveyard of mechs and spare parts. The mechs were as tall as the eyes could see, mostly buried up to their iron shoulders, completely rusted beyond any use. The war hadn't been the same since the Gear Wars. Most of the remaining civilizations agreed after the Gear Wars not to build mechs or any higher tier machinery. Majority of the world's population to this day live off in savage lands completely scared of technology. And yet here we are in the forbidden lands in front of this grand old building. Well, come on in, Tola says. Reluctantly, we walk in slow into this beaten and tattered building. Tekka, mirage mode off. Instantly, the place lit up, turning into a marvel of ancient society. Elaborate gold, iron, and steel plated this place with red carpets and silk. Not only that, there were also people here. Past the door, we had managed to slip our way through. The entire place came to a halt with eyes set upon us. Moi, Uma! A dark-complexioned kid sitting on top of the most non-frightening monster you've ever seen. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Toto. Are you our new guildies? The kid asked with the most innocent face. Oh my god, you're like the most adorable kid ever. How old are you? Maul asks. A hefty, ha 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 ha, belt started the monster. I'm no kid, the monster says. I just have different forms. I can't ever decide which I like more, my magical or physical side. So I just keep them both out. Yes. Okay, look, I'm just the average guy. All I know about is humans and a little bit about machines. and a little bit about the Gear Wars. I don't really know anything. I didn't know we were living in such a colorful world, I say. See, that is why you must join our fight against the dragons. They are what's keeping the world in the dark. They are the reason we live in such dire times. And they fucking took Enough! Enough! Tola says. Could someone please be nice enough to show them to their rooms? Toto and the lanky hairy guy attached to us, both making small talk as they took us through what effectively looked like a maze to get to our rooms. Moi, moi, the kid says. Well, you're here. Get comfortable. Me and Marl looks around, taking in our surroundings. To be continued.